Baby, Tasha K has some choice words for Miss T.S. Madison, and I'm all here for it. Is y'all ready to joust this right quick? Let's joust.
Come on, Blaze.
It's the beef for me.
Wah, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we are.
What's up, guys? It's your girl Voodoo Doll TV back with a quick little joke or whatever. And right now, we about to joke about Tasha K. Look, girl, I know y'all, if y'all haven't seen my other video, I put up a video regarding this Just Hilarious and T.S. Madison thing that was going on between her and what's the other girl name? I don't even know the other trans girl name. I can't remember. Angelica Ross, I believe is her name. But nevertheless, I put up a video giving my thoughts on it. And it was funny because I got up this morning and saw that Tasha K did a video, and her thoughts literally aligned with probably, not only my thoughts, but a lot of black women in particular's thoughts. And it's just crazy because we don't really be wanting no beef. We black women have too many irons in the pot as it is. Black women got too many battles to fight, too much going on between the churn and all these other responsibilities, work, home, and then oppressed by black men, white men, Asian. We got so much going on. We really don't have a place to even add this additional trans girl to real girl beef. But for some reason, per usual, we just gotta suck it up and make it do what it do. But one thing about black women, I do love that we will always prevail. Period. One thing about black women is no matter how hard or how tough stuff gets, we will always prevail. So now that that's out of the way, Tasha K did a video addressing T.S. Madison because they had some beef prior to this that we didn't know about. So apparently this is what Tasha K said. She said right after the Cardi situation, and she didn't use Cardi's name, but she said after the Cardi situation, she basically gave T.S. an exclusive interview on her show that was on Fox Soul, and basically she was giving her that exclusive, for her platform. But she said she didn't like that because basically she felt like she was giving somebody the ability to paint the narrative. But when she got home, she realized when the interview aired that her assistant or whoever it was did like a 15-minute soliloquy or something or whatever, saying that bloggers be lying. So she checked TS, and TS was like, well, I didn't know what she called BS. Neither here nor there. So she had already felt some type of way about it. So when the Just Hilarious and T.S. Madison thing kicked off, which it never was for T.S. Madison. T.S. Madison just inserted herself. But when that stuff kicked off, Tasha K entered the chat, and now it's a Tasha K / T.S. Madison thing. Now she said that T.S. had already inboxed her and said, hey girl, give me a call. We need to talk about this. And she said she tried to reach out, but she was in the airport. So nevertheless, it didn't work. She decided to just come straight to her platform and have a few choice words for the T.S. And let me tell you something. I agree with 99% of what Tasha K is about to say. And I'm here for it. But before we get into that, girl, we got to talk about her addressing bloggers. So she said, listen, what Tasha K said about these bloggers makes me never, do you hear me, never want to be friends with bloggers. And I guess a blogger. I don't know what I am, girl. Content creator, blogger, I don't know. Listen. But she said they have their inner circle of bloggers that be inviting her out, but she don't be going because she don't want to, be bothered with them because they messy. And she get to talking about how people give her smack or slack for basically getting into it with all these bloggers. And she was like, you never asked yourself why? She was like, to be completely honest, I'm getting into it with them because I don't deal with them. I don't mess with them. You know what I'm saying? And Tasha K was going in, and the top 3 bloggers that she was getting ready to talk about. Well, the first one she was getting ready to talk about was Armand Wiggins, because she said AW, but then she caught herself. But she explained the beef between her and Lovely T. And you know what's crazy? It kind of makes sense. And again, I don't have no dog in the fight. I don't know none of these girls. Their platforms are triple the times, quadruple the size of mine. So it's no beef. I like Lovely T. I subscribe to her. I like Tasha K. I subscribe to her. But she broke down that little situation, and it was very interesting. Let me let y'all hear it, and I'm going to come right back for some commentary.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all will say, oh, Tasha K falls out with content creators. But let's ask why we falling out, though. I can go down the list. Okay? AW. I think that was, no, Lovely T. Lovely T and I had planned to do a story. Me and her were very close. She got a call the same way I got a call. I kept it business with that person. I said, hey, if you want to address this way, you can do it this way because this is my platform at the end of the day. She got a call and separated herself from me. Didn't take the calls no more. And even gave other content creators to put out on me. Like but I spent hours. This girl would call me so much with so much. And I'm like, I've never seen anybody be so emotionally draining like this. And it's hard for Shaq not to like a mother. But Shaq was like, this girl is too much. I can see why she's single. Like, seriously. Like, I can see why she's single. My block was coming up and she reached out. Was like, I see you doing your thing. And it was cool. And we was cool. Like, we had went to YouTube. And then we had planned to do stories. And then she got, and I think it was the first time a celebrity had ever reached out to her. And so this particular celebrity told her whatever she told her. She decided to separate. That's cool. That's cool. But then when you throwing shots on your videos and, you know, throwing shots using other creators, and I'm a hood bitch. Y'all have to understand that it took a while for me to evolve into the corporate bitch that I am now. So y'all still got to give me some time. Right? Y'all still got to give me some time. And I revert the hood bitch ways, because if I see a bitch and I see you in the parking lot or the Winn-Dixie and all that shit was talking, I'm going to ask you to keep the same energy. And then y'all felt sorry for her because she started crying and started hollering success. But that's the past.
So wow, that was Tasha K's take on Lovely T and what happened and transpired between them two. And you know what's crazy? Lovely T seems so nice on camera. She's so sweet and, you know, unproblematic. Now I'll say this: I don't think Lovely T, did anything wrong by disassociating herself with the celebrity. The celebrity is Cardi B, if y'all are wondering. But I don't think she did anything wrong with disassociating herself with Tasha, because maybe she just didn't want to be in the mix with all of that. Maybe she saw it was getting too crazy, let me jump back out. So I don't even think Tasha K has an issue with that. Tasha K's issue is, girl, you went down there and was giving people stories about me and acting a crazy fool and lying on me and whoop. And not to mention, did y'all hear the fact that she added that Lovely T, has personality issues, for lack of better terms? That was some hot tea. Girl, that was some hot tea. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that. Anyway, so then she goes on to speak about Storm Monroe. She doesn't call him by name, but she does say the gay boy. So let's listen into what she had to say about Storm Monroe, and I'll come back with some more commentary.
Then we got the gay boy. Oh my God, I'm such a fan. Oh my God, I'm such a fan. I'm such a... Can you help me with my channel? Oh my God, I look up to you. Cool. I introduced him to everybody that was in my circle. Helped them with his video, everything. I had 500 subscribers. Then I made a video. It was a weird... I made a video. Now I would spend time with him on the phone, helping him with his content and to curate it and to give him interviews and all types of shit, right? Threw the Sabies at him. He gonna come and tell me that I stole a Dr. Sabie interview and I sent the to him I would do the big interviews. I'm the big blogger. How you gonna do the big interview? You ain't got no money to fly him in. And they want to do the season. I was like, what, are you kidding me right now? But they always whining. And they repeat themselves until you be like, oh my God, like it must be true. It must be true, right? And then I made Shaq edited the video and put some gunshots in it or some bombs. I don't know. He was like, she stole my bombs. Then he got drunk on live, and I was like, what did you just say? Now I'm a hood bitch. I went to him. I was like, yo, what's this? I'm so sorry. That was so f***ed up. I should not throw shade of you. It's more of an invitation. You know, I'm so sorry, but please don't unfollow me. Please don't unfollow. I said, no. I told you how I work. If I see some slick shit, we're done. We're done. I don't have to take time for my family or what I'm doing to help you. I don't owe you nothing. Any content creator out here, ask them, what have they done for Tasha? Nothing. Been on the internet for years with the same. And the only time that channel is moving is when, because Tasha K started it, Tasha K keep it going.
Ooh, child. She went in. Let me tell you something. The Armand Wiggins thing, not Armand Wiggins, who is it? Storm Monroe. The Storm Monroe thing. Let me just say this. I don't know what the inners and outers was of their relationship or falling out. I was there when they were kind of on the tail end of it. I kind of was tuning in, but I really try to stay out of the beefs when it comes to this YouTube space because it's very scary to me because I don't want to ever be in a beef with nobody. I honestly don't ever want to be friends with any of these people, but neither here nor there. She spoke about how she helped not Armand, why do I keep saying Armand? How she helped Stormy, but yet Stormy basically gave her his ass to kiss, and how she cut him off and all of this stuff. And one thing that stuck out about what Tasha said was, everybody got all this negative stuff to say about me, but who has done anything for Tasha K? And I will say this, I have never heard anybody say what they've ever done for Tasha K. So Tasha K was right in what she said. Now, she's done a lot for other people, admittedly, not just by her, but by the people that she's beefing with. But she has done right by people and done stuff for people, but apparently it's not reciprocated, you know? Now, I will give her this. She stayed away from the Armand Wiggins topic because I believe that, according to Armand Wiggins, he got no help, no mentor, no nothing. So I guess it's kind of like hard for her to really have much to say about Armand. Shout out to Armand too. But yeah, this was a hot mess. But anyway, girl, now that that's out of the way, let's get into the stuff she had to say about T.S. Madison and the trans community, black women in general, and all this just hilarious beef. Girl, let's tune in so y'all can hear this, and we gonna come right back with some more commentary.
Just hilarious. Just hilarious goes through the same things that I go through. And I'm gonna be honest with you, the relationship that black women have, we can talk about each other. But what somebody on the outside is not gonna do is talk about us. You can't talk about our family, you can't talk about our man, you can't talk about our counterparts, but I guarantee you, if me and Jess throwing shots back and forth, bitch, that's between me and her. But we got an outsider coming in, and you coming in to seek and destroy and compete. What you think we're gonna do as black women at the end of the day? Where you gonna be? So that's what happened when I entered the chat because, all right, so I challenge you to 100 trans women and 100 men to go to Gilligan's Island and stay there for 200 years. I give you 105 years. And when we return to Gilligan's Island, the only thing we're gonna find are mango trees, coconut trees, birds, iguanas, fish, and human bones. The audacity. If we're not gatekeepers, bleed. Bleed. Breed and bleed. You cannot have a baby through your intestinal tract. Do not fuck. And I took it as she was trolling. But this has been happening so much that when Just Hilarious came out, because I was like, this was me the other day when they was trying to call me transphobic, and they had me all over the blog thinking they're going to cancel. I said, bitch, I'm already canceled. You can't cancel somebody that's already canceled. Everybody's canceled on Wildin' Out. I am hood. I was like, but what we're not going to do is we are not going to, y'all are always trying to push this and trying to make us part of the LGBTQC community. Bitch, we don't belong on the alphabet. We are what it is. Just like there's God, there's man, there's woman. And he gave us dominion over everything, including y'all. Now, who asked for you? Now, you would think she would use her platform that has 90% support from black women. Heterosexual black men ain't following her, and if they are, they gay. They not heterosexual. And it's not a lot of them that will be willing to admit, because the last time I checked trans women, I don't see heterosexual men helping y'all. Last time I checked, it was heterosexual men helping y'all. So it's black women that are the ones that open the gate and let you bitches in. Because heterosexual men said, no, bitch, you're gonna stay in the sewer. So much we can really be focusing on, but you wanna use your platform for makeup, lashes, breast implants, ass shots, and this imaginary transphobia that you think all women go through. We don't go through transphobia. This shit got a problem with you, not us. We help y'all. And then you want to call us sis. I'm not your sis. I'm not your fish. I'm not none of that. I'm your fucking mammy. And you get it right. You bitches wouldn't exist. You wouldn't have these hair colors. The Chinese made these wigs for us. It's not enough money, y'all, to keep the market going. It's just not enough. Because out of 20 black women, there's only one trans, which means we are the gatekeepers to everything. Now, we let y'all in. We let y'all come do our fucking hair. Y'all spend more time on your hair and makeup shit we don't even do because y'all can't just roll out of bed. Because if you roll out of bed, you wouldn't look like a woman. We roll out of bed, we look like women. And we ain't ugly. But listen, you got to prep and be there. And just to have the privilege of just being a perfect woman at all times. And we can't because we got children, husbands, men, periods, menstruals, menopause, all types of shit. Cortisol level, thyroid level, all types of shit. We ain't got to do all this. But we still got more problems than y'all, and you want to use it irresponsibly when you've been given a platform by black women to be allowed into this space like Gabrielle Union gave you a part in a movie. And then T.S. Madison comes in out of the nowhere to just put her stamp on it, where she should have been getting behind the black women that let her in, that supported her, that are out here making men accept y'all, that are giving y'all a place, because it's not enough of y'all to do it. It's us. Just like women moved forward with feminism and got us women. It was causing women to vote, women to work. It's women. Because if it was up to man, if it was up to you niggas for real, you wouldn't let nobody in. And now your true nature is really showing, because men don't want to let nobody in. Now, but T has to say, there are so many real women to get mistaken, that get mistaken for being transgender women. And that's where a lot of the anger comes from. I hope they do take a good look at how transphobia affects all women. I said, the one time you got to use your platform responsibly for us, you want to diss us. You want to diss us. Same way you diss me on your platform. I gave you something, you diss me, okay? See what happened? Black women gave you a platform, you're dissing them. Instead of you just saying, bitch, we can't bleed, next case. Next case. How does transphobia affect all women? She says there's an underlying hate. There's an underlying jealousy. Because she went further in the comments to explain this, to try to explain her ration. I said, but what did this have to do with a bitch that's on your team saying that we black women don't own periods? How did we get blamed for being jealous of y'all? It sounds like you jealous of us. The fact that you got to get out and say, you don't own that. Yeah, it's not yours. Black women, see, this is how you know y'all got to get out here and vote, because they are trying to erase our history and they are trying to replace it with this and these blurred lines, and our children are growing up, and if they don't have any knowledge as to where the we come from, we in trouble. Our generation's in trouble. Gen X, Gen Z is already okay? But black women do not get mistaken for being trans women. Black women get mistaken for being men. I wouldn't even say mistaken. It's intentionally done. They see black women. We have features just like Asian women and men. Can you tell the difference between an Asian woman and an Asian man if he puts on a wig? That's why they're getting away with that over there in Thailand. Listen to me. They started the transition a lot earlier. They say they were the inventors of it. Because the features were so close to the men and women. Don't make me break down history. That's why they don't like me on social media, because I'm going to take it all the way back, okay? That's where that started. So then they see black women and black men. They say, oh, the women look like the men and the men look like the women and all that shit. Bitch, that's how God made us. Man, woman, woman. So it's not that we get angry because we get mistaken for being a man in a wig. We get angry as women. First of all, we get angry as women because of the blatant disrespect, and I said this in my video. I said the one time you could have used your platform to say no, like Flame Monroe. What we're not going to do is we're not going to try to even discredit by creating a place for us so that we can feel safe, trying to integrate in a space where we'll never be able to fully integrate. Okay? I'm taking advantage of every privilege y'all got because y'all are getting more privileges than women around here. Getting more jobs, everything. Everything. More respect, more laws passed. So if we're jealous of anything, we're jealous that, once again, black women have been oppressed to uplift another group, and then we're being called names like cis women. Or oh, you look like a man. You look like trans women. Bitch, a trans woman wouldn't exist if it wasn't for us. Are we jealous of? No. What we're not going to do is that.
Baby, Tasha is snatching wigs left and right. Baby, when I tell you, she did not come to play on this live. She did not come to play. I hate that I missed it live, girl. She did not come to play on this live. She is snatching wigs, edges, butts, everything. She is snatching it all, and she's right. She's 100% right in everything she just said, and I agree with it. It's just the fact of, black women already, like I said at the beginning of this video, we already go through too much. Not even enough, too much. To have this added to our plates, that's entirely too much. Like, at some point, who's gonna say, okay, pause, stop, let's not do this? You know what I mean? Who's gonna throw in the referee flag? You know what I mean? Because ultimately, they're going to try to erase us as a gender, period. They're already trying to merge everything in, you know what I mean? And make something that once was exclusive to a group of people now intrusive to everybody else, or intrusive from us or to us from everybody else. It's just insane. But Tasha can have some more to say, child. Y'all listen to this and I'll come right back.
See, not a trans man, but a man, because black women, we're called dark, we're called ugly, we're called this, we're called that. And even the breakbeat media girl, what is she, don't call me white girl? She even gets mistaken for being a man. Not a trans man, not a trans woman, but a man, because she has a deep voice and she's very masculine. So instead of people just embracing who we are as women, they want to say, oh, look at them manly bitches and masculine bitches, okay? But then they look at the makeup of a black woman, they see the cheekbones, they see the ass, they see the hips, then they go buy it, put it on themselves, and try to sell it with a high-pitched voice and what they call feminism, okay? And try to sell it back to us. Bitch, you got it from us. Always taking from black women and then trying to tell us we're jealous. How are we jealous and we invented this? Y'all was laughing at us when we had big asses and big titties. Called us ancient mamas and shit. How dare you wear weave? Now you got more white women and racially ambiguous women with tracks down their but they want to talk shit. They all got lashes on. You can't even see their eyes. Everybody got an ass. Everybody got an ass. Even niggas is going to get a BBL. That's what we're upset about. You missed the point, TS, because you're so self-engulfed. She wasn't talking about, that's not transphobia. Because you heard her say, if the money was right, I would have f***ed him in the ass. Damn right, Jesse. I'm saying, lips, all that the same you took. Titties, ass, hips. But you kept the most important thing. Because you know the psychological effects of cutting your off and having to stimulate that man-made hole and people are losing their mind and people can't reverse it because once they cut your off, that's castration. It's not even physically conducive. Your body can't even operate mentally without it. So you will never do that. You will never go that hardcore for it. So I don't even expect you to go hardcore for us. Even though we gave you the support and gave you a platform. Now, see, I don't even agree with shit Kaya say, but now I see what she was talking about. You're a fame whore. You're a fame whore. And using your platform irresponsibly because it's black women that are letting you through the door. It's not black men. They're trying to hide you. They're trying to keep you. But y'all f***ing delusional because guess what? You're still thinking like a man. That's why. You can't even see. You can't even see as a man. The same motherfucker trying to oppress you, trying to oppress me, but you are trying to oppress us. I'm saying we're jealous of you because you're a man at the end of the day. Wine gossip comedy. Viewer discretion is advised. Okay? This is not to be taken serious or as hate. This is the truth in my own words and my opinion. Don't call me sis. Unless you got some money. I'll be whatever the you want me to be. Now listen.
Child, that's what Tasha K had to say. And listen, it's harsh. It sounds bad, but it's true, and it needs to be said. At the end of the day, black women got enough to go through, like I said earlier. We never experience transphobia because we're not trans as black women or as women, period. We don't experience transphobia. It just does not happen because that's not who we are. That doesn't affect us at all. Not saying that it should. Well, it shouldn't because it can't because we're not trans. Transphobia does not affect all women. And that includes biological women. You know what I hate too? The school system is indoctrinating our children. I'm talking about from kindergarten all the way up through college to start believing that this stuff is real. Like they have literally updated the biology books to show that trans women and trans men are actual like genders, like real life genders. And again, this is not to attack. This is just to be factual. That's not okay because when you blur those lines, stuff like this happens. Like we literally have trans women battling women, you know what I mean? For who we are, not for who they are, but for who we are and giving us names and all these things. And that's not what we're doing. I believe like what Tasha said, we got to stand in solidarity together for the LGBTQ plus people who are on the side of us or women. We're fine with that. But for the most part, the new generation of the gays and the trans, it's not the older ones, it's the newer ones. Because if you look at my video from yesterday, Flame Monroe flamed all of the asses up. But these new sets of gays and trans, this new generation, they already gone. They really are already gone. Educate your children, y'all. Just like Tasha K said, educate your children because letting the system do it causes this. As black women, we are the beginning of everything, of civilization, of people, of man. That's who we are. We're not birthing people. We're not, cishet women. We are not, we're not fish. We're not none of that. We are the originators of mankind. That means man, woman, trans man, trans woman, non-binary, and all in between. We create you. Please put some respect on our names because we deserve the utmost respect. And you know what else I wanted to add to? I feel like I blame the religion. I blame religion because religion notes this thing that says, hey, it's God, then man, then woman, then family. And you know, on the onset and for my entire life, I was like, okay, sound about right. But this is what happens when you put the most important person, other than God, obviously, but the most important person under the least. And I'm not trying to attack men, but at the end of the day, without us, nobody exists. Literally nobody. And the disrespect that we've been getting from the trans girls, not all of the trans girls, but this new age trans girl, like it's getting out of hand, and it's just not okay. Just Hilarious ain't gonna get canceled. She should not be canceled. And again, just like Tasha K, I don't really particularly care for just Hilarious. She male identified and she's just really weird sometimes. But ultimately, when it comes to a situation that affects all of us, like Tasha K said, we could battle each other, but ain't nobody else about to come in here and battle us. My only thing I would say to trans women coming into this space is maybe take a note from trans men. Trans men exist in heterosexual male spaces or biological male spaces and makes no noise. They are happy to be accepted. They just kind of like exist and, and learn the cultures and the ways, and they basically come inside and sit their ass down. For the trans girls, not all trans girls, I'm going to keep saying that, but for the trans girls who feel like they are us or want to be a part of our spaces, if you do decide that that's what you want to do, because if that was the case, you would have created your own if you didn't. But if you do decide that that's what you want to do, come in, close the door behind you, and sit your ass down, okay? Your mammy, like Tasha K said, your mammy runs the house. She ran the house that you was in when you grew up, and she's running the house now. Come in, sit your ass down. Don't put your feet on my coffee table. Take your shoes off at the door. But ultimately, sit your ass down and respect the house. Do you get it? Y'all drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all think about this situation, girl. This was a lot. Shout out to Tasha K, girl, for standing up for the girls. Not the girls, but the girls. For the real biological women, period. And I hate to have to put adjectives in front of who I am because I'm just a woman. But for the slow people in the back who want to basically merge people all together and say, hey, everybody is a woman. Anybody who want to say they're a woman, they're a woman. For the slow people back there in the peanut gallery in the back, for those people, I'll add those adjectives. And that won't be for long. At the end of the day, we are mother. We are mother. We are Mother Nature. We are everything that refers to creation is referred to in the feminine, because the woman biologically creates everything. Anyway, y'all drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all think. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on TikTok, and shout out to Tasha K once again. And I'll see y'all hoes later. Bye.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.